Check 1 2, check 1 2 3 4. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Grace Thornton from KVUE News here. Of course, we have to get to the cold weather that is incoming this week. We're going to try and make this stream a little bit on the quicker side because Governor Abbott is going to be doing a presser on the cold air that's entering Texas. Not only central Texas, but all of Texas is going to feel this one. So we'll probably stop this in about 10 minutes or so. But I just want to run through the forecast once again, from changes from this morning as we head towards the afternoon, and let you guys know exactly what you guys can be expecting as we head into the rest of this week, because we are expecting these temperatures to really cool down as we head towards the middle of the week and then start to warm back up as we head towards next week and kind of later this week and this weekend. So let's get to it. All right, so what we can expect, we've got our weather impact graphic here. We'll pull that up for you guys. Yes, this is probably going to be the coldest air of the winter. If you remember last winter, actually more so in January, we dipped down to about 16 degrees. It was like mid to late January, kind of near MLK Day. This is going to be kind of a similar event. Now, of course, we're all the way in February now, but of course, winter here in central Texas is just always very variable, and those cold weather outbreaks can obviously still come as we head into late February. So this is one of those kind of our last stretch of winter here, and then as we head into March, I'm sure things are going to get a bit warmer. All right, so when we can expect this is going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Air temperatures in the 20s, yes, the 20s across the board, and then wind chills are expected in the teens, and not only the teens, but maybe even the single digits for some areas. That's mostly going to be towards Thursday, where we're expecting to see those single digit wind chills. And then, of course, basically what we need to be doing is protecting the 4 Ps, and that's going to be your people, your pets, your pipes, your plants. If you still have sensitive vegetation out, I would make sure and bring that indoors for, honestly, probably the remainder of the week, because our low temperatures are going to be kind of flirting with the if not below freezing and well below freezing, they're still kind of flirting with freezing. Even this morning we saw a light freeze, in most of those rural areas. So I would just, take the plants indoors. We've got a couple of afternoons, this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, before that cold air really reaches us. So you got time to do that. And of course, take a check on your neighbors, make a plan for your pets. If you're letting them out in the morning and you kind of just let them linger in the backyard for a little while, just maybe rethink that for a little bit, because of course they're not going to be wanting to be outside for extended periods of time. And then pipes, obviously, make sure you're wrapping up those pipes, making sure everything's pretty snug, secure, and warm for, obviously Wednesday and Thursday. And then we guys still have those cooler morning temperatures kind of lingering into the weekend too. So, just be taking your precautions and make sure that your property is all ready. So let's actually take a look at our high resolution modeling and take a look at when things are going to be changing up a little bit, because not really for today, and then tomorrow is our transition day, where we're going to be seeing some kind of weirdness in the morning with some scattered showers, the drizzle, the patchy fog, all that jazz that we see a lot here in central Texas during the winter. But then things are going to change up as we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. So let's zoom in to tomorrow morning, because our winds are going to start to turn out of the south and east over the next, 24 hours or so. So we're about, at this hour of the day tomorrow, most of our temperatures will be starting off in the 50s. With that warmer southeasterly wind, we tend to see much warmer temperatures overnight. So we're going to fall into only the 50s tonight. Going to be an okay night out there. And then as we shift into our Tuesday afternoon, you'll note one obvious thing is there's a chance for some precipitation. Now, this is mainly going to be on those eastern and along I-35, those portions of the viewing area. And again, you can see this is going to be very light rain, very scattered in nature, pretty widespread over there, but again, scattered, light. That's what you can expect for our Tuesday afternoon. However, we're not expecting any severe weather with this. We're really not even expecting any embedded thunderstorms. So this is just going to be kind of that annoying light drizzle and scattered shower activity that we see sometimes here in central Texas. And of course, ahead of our cold fronts, because we got that warm southerly air in front of the cold front, and then we got that cold northwesterly wind coming in behind the cold front. So let's move into our Tuesday afternoon. We'll back up a little bit more. You can see exactly where that cold front is going to start. So if I zoom this up for you guys, you can see out towards Mason and Llano County, those temperatures already starting to dip to the 50s. Now, the difference between the white and the blue temperatures are going to be our wind chill values, and the white is going to be our actual temperatures outside. So you'll see there's not going to be a huge change in wind chill when this first starts coming in. That's going to come into play more so for the morning hours of Wednesday and on Thursday too. So as we head into kind of the late night hours on Tuesday, let's head into about 10 p.m. We'll go towards 11 p.m. actually. Okay, you can see that those temperatures have surely fallen, from the upper 60s down to the 40s and the 30s already, and a lot of those temperatures just hovering above freezing. Now, you can also see one other thing is, although we are seeing some clouds still around, no precipitation. A lot of that precipitation is going to move on out to the east of us, so we don't really have a chance for any wintry precipitation falling from the sky, which of course is great news. We love to hear that. We're not going to be dealing with, the potential for ice falling from the sky or wintry mix. We really shouldn't be seeing slick roads as we head into our Wednesday morning. However, with that light chance for showers on that eastern side for Tuesday afternoon, if there is any ponding on the roadways, that will freeze over as we head overnight into our Wednesday. So that is basically our only chance or risk that we would be running into any icy patches out there if we can see any ponding on the roads. However, I think the rain is just going to be so light tomorrow that we probably won't see that, and maybe we'll see a little bit of something. The grass might be kind of crunchy if there's any leftover moisture on there. However, again, we're not expecting any moisture falling from the sky, freezing moisture falling from the sky. No freezing rain, no wintry mix, nothing like that. However, with that rain, the overnight temperatures falling could freeze any of those surfaces that do have any leftover water on them. However, we should be good to go for most of us. So just be watching for that isolated slick spot maybe for your Wednesday morning. However, we should be seeing pretty minimal impacts in regards to ice or any precipitation in that matter. All right, skipping forward to Wednesday morning, this is when the cold really comes to play. We have temperatures across the board in the 30s and the 20s, if not even lower than that potentially. And you can see our wind chills, all of them pretty much at 20, 21, or down in the teens across the hill country. Hill country areas, if you're living up there towards Llano, Gillespie, and Mason County, make sure you're checking in with us on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning and letting us know just how cold it gets for you guys, because it is certainly going to be a cold one. Oh darn, and I just skipped right back to Monday. All right, now let's skip to, this is all I can get for at least our high resolution models for Thursday, but you get the picture. It's going to be very bitterly cold. The National Weather Service is talking about potential for hypothermia if you're outside for too long with some of this weather coming in. So just be careful out there. You don't want to be staying outside for extended periods of time. As for Thursday, this is a look at 2 a.m. You see all our temperatures are in the 20s and all of those wind chills are in the 20s or the teens. Let's take a look actually at our Euro model because we have it paused for Thursday morning wind chills, which could reach single digits. Now, I think because it's going to be colder on Thursday morning, that we will likely see those single digit wind chills for Thursday morning, and most likely our wind chills for Wednesday morning. I'm thinking more so the teens, the lower teens, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's your Thursday morning wind chills. Again, it's going to be quite cold. And again, the National Weather Service has been talking about do not stay outside for long periods of time. This is, for our area, what's characterized as extreme cold. I actually have one thing that we can show as for winter weather alerts, because we are not the only people in the United States who are dealing with a lot of winter-like precipitation, as well as, just winter-like cold. So basically, we've got an extreme cold warning that goes all the way through the Great Plains there, and this lighter blue is called an extreme cold watch, which actually goes all the way down into Mason County, which is a part of our KVUE viewing area. And yeah, they're calling for single-digit wind chills, potentially negative wind chills. That's what they had on their forecast this morning. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility, but most likely we'll probably just see those wind chills in the single digits. I think negatives may be a little bit too far gone, but not for everywhere in Texas. I think the Texas Panhandle, Lubbock, Amarillo, those areas will certainly see negative, maybe 1 or 2 degree wind chills come Wednesday or Thursday. So if you got friends and family up in the Texas Panhandle, make sure that they are aware of that. Again, we'll just go back through the 7-day forecast just for one more second for you guys, because we have to hop off because we will be having the governor pop back on to talk about the extreme cold. So basically, we've got a pretty nice day for today. Tomorrow, we're going to see warm temperatures ahead of the cold front, and also the possibility of some showers too. Again, like I said, while the chance for showers is low and all of that moisture will be moving out of our area before the cold gets here, we do have a minor possibility that any leftover ponding on the roadways, again, this is mostly areas east of I-35, any ponding left over on the roadways will create a slick spot, because these temperatures are getting down to the mid-20s for all of us on Wednesday morning. So just make sure you're careful, taking things slow on your way to work on Wednesday morning, because we just have that isolated risk there. Heading into Thursday, temperatures in the morning dropping down even further. This is when we think wind chills could be in the single digits for generally areas in the hill country, as well as over towards Milam County, Williamson County. Those areas are certainly in play as well. Then as we head towards the end of this week, you'll see that morning temperatures will actually be pretty cold. I'll pull this up a little bit higher for you. Morning temperatures are going to remain cold Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. However, of course, you see that those high temperatures are going to be moving on up back to the 60s as we head off into next week. But of course, our weather impact alert days are just for Wednesday and Thursday. And, I will say, thankfully, this is mostly just a cold weather event, and this isn't something where we're really watching for icy precipitation, anything like that. So that is good news. But that's all the updates I have for you guys this morning. At the time now 10:14. Of course, I'm going to be back on KVUE midday starting at 11 a.m. and you can catch any updates to the forecast right then and there on KVUE. All right, I'll see you guys later.